Three players that I want to make the Bears 53-man roster. Let's start off with Jahdae Walker. This is somebody that has been hooping all preseason. Big catch after big catch. Fade ball route in the end zone after fade ball route. The toe tap against the Chiefs. The game-winning touchdown against the Chiefs. The sellies he has. He has all the aura possible, all the traits. 6'3", big body receiver. 4.43 40-yard dash. Has a nice RAS score too. 9.87, I believe. In the last game, 3 catches, 37 yards, and a touchdown. All on the last drive with Tyson Bagent. He's been cooking with Tyson Bagent. Him and Tyson Bagent have been connecting on a high level. And it's not just a nice production on offense for him. It's also the ability to be a solid special teams player. He had the highest special teams grade for any player on the Bears. You know, hasn't led the team in tackles. Obviously, that's been Hippolyte, but he has been able to run down the field, make a play, almost blocked a punt against the Buffalo Bills, blocked a punt at Texas A&M last season in college. So he has that going for him. So he has huge special teams upside. He has upside as a backup receiver on this roster. So there's 2 ways he can make a case to make the Bears roster. His catch that he had Randall L. like shocked. This whole preseason, 8 catches on 11 targets, 98 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. There's just a huge case for him to be making this team. He should be making this team. If the Bears take 6 receivers, he's got to be on this roster, which I think we could. He's a great big body backup receiver behind Rome Odunze. The Bears don't have that too much. Miles Boykin's a nice option, but he hasn't done anything all preseason. This team loves Jahdae Walker. The offense loves him. When he scored that game, when he touched down, the whole sideline was going crazy. And every time he's doing his selly, the whole sideline's going crazy. So this is somebody that the team fucks with, the team vibes with, and this is somebody that's making big plays, has impact on special teams and offense. So he has a case to be on this Bears team. The receiver position, it's just an interesting battle moving forward for who's going to make this roster. And, you know, those last, the 5th receiver, Devin Duvernay, could it be him? He has special teams upside, but he really hasn't done anything in preseason. We haven't seen him out there. That brings the question with Duvernay. Maurice Alexander, receiver that, you know, was on the practice squad for the Lions last season, familiar with Ben Johnson, a guy that Ben Johnson likes. He does everything Duvernay does. He's a good return man. He was on the Lions roster last season at some point, and he's been another receiver that's been making a name for himself in Bears preseason at camp, connecting with Bagent. He's had 9 catches in 3 games so far. 4 catches, 34 yards last game against the Chiefs, 8.5 yards per reception. Now, Jahdae Walker, if he doesn't make the 53-man roster, he's not going to be on the practice squad. A team like Minnesota, we want to make sure Minnesota doesn't get him. There's a reason we can pick him up just so Minnesota doesn't get him. But Maurice Alexander, he's somebody that I think could make it to the practice squad. The Bears could, you know, bring him back to their practice squad if they decide to move on from him. But he's somebody that's made a case for him to be on the 53-man roster with just his, you know, ability to be a nice slot receiver, return ability, just a guy that you could throw in there and depend on to make big plays. And Ben Johnson already has confidence in him because he worked with them in Detroit. He deserves a 53-man roster spot as well. Ian Wheeler is the last guy I want to make the roster. 2 rushing touchdowns. You know, leads the Bears. He's tied with a bunch of players with, you know, most touchdowns for the Bears in the preseason. But 19 carries, 80 yards rushing in the week 2 game. Didn't play week 3. The Bears running back position is banged up. The Bears have a lot of guys that, you know, didn't play this week. DeAndre Swift was out there. That was nice to see him. But they've been signing guys just to play in the preseason. Just guys to get out there and get reps. So Ian Wheeler, redemption story has been great for him. He has a great story. He's a high character guy, great guy. He's fast as hell, elite contact balance. I like what he does. I like what he can do out the backfield too. There's some potential there. This is a guy that could be somebody that comes in and makes a big play. I think he's somebody that I could trust to go out there and give me a couple carries if Swift gets banged up. Roshan, Monangai, those get banged up during the season. His return ability as well, being a phenomenal return man, you know, at Howard University. So this is somebody that I would bring on this roster, especially with Roshan. We don't know what's happening with Roshan. If he goes to short-term IR, that's, you know, we only get 2 players that could do that. If he's one of those guys, Ian Wheeler, 4th running back. Because Travis Homer obviously is going to make this roster. He's a lock. He's obviously a lock because of his special teams value. But I would love Ian Wheeler over him. And if you were adding a guy like Jahdae Walker, who's a great special teams guy, you replace him with other position players that are special teams guys, Ian Willer, fourth running back. So that's somebody I would add to this 53-man roster. Those are my 3 guys that I would want to see on the Bears roster, on the Bears 53-man roster. Let me know down below in the comments somebody else I missed or one player out of the 3 that you want the most on the Bears roster.
But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.